Hey everyone, I hope you're all well today. Today I want to talk about slow productivity by Cal Newport, along with some of the aspects in my life and your life where you could apply slow productivity and how actually slow productivity is much better than the hustle and grind in certain ways. Let's talk about slow productivity. So, certain times in your life, you're going to be experiencing a lot of things going on in your life. And oftentimes, when you experience a lot of these things going on in your life, you feel overwhelmed and you feel that you don't have enough time to do quality work. And I think one of the major things that this book, Slow Productivity, advocates for is trying to cut out the clutter from your life. Trying to cut out the things that take away from putting in quality work, quality, vigorous work that you are very perseverant on trying to accomplish. So if you ever feel where your life is just way too cluttered with too many things to do, you have to try to find a way to cut out that clutter. That way you can focus on really what matters to you and focusing on producing the best quality work that you can. The three things that slow productivity works with are, or the three principles I would say, are do fewer things, work at a natural pace, and obsess over quality. And while I was reading through this book, I was thinking, so what is the difference between perseverance and slow productivity? Well, there's lots of similarities because when you persevere through something, you want to complete it no matter what, right? You persevere, you stay strong, you pivot, right? Slow productivity goes to the length of explaining how you can actually persevere. Like when you cut out the clutter, which is first principle, basically, do fewer things. When you're cutting that out, you can persevere on the thing that matters the most to you. You can continue to work on that. And then of course, obsessing over quality is like, okay, I want to produce the best piece of work that I can. So therefore, I'm gonna dive into the nitty gritty and get in there and do the best I can, produce the best quality. And then of course, the one in the middle there, the second principle is work at a natural pace. So sometimes your pace is going to be quicker. Other times your pace is going to be slower. And you've got to take advantage of that flow, the natural flow of your working tendency and find, okay, maybe what time of the day works best. And then use strategies from Cal Newport's previous book, Deep Work, right? Do time blocking. That way it gives you the best energy. There's lots of different strategies. This book doesn't necessarily state what those strategies are, but Cal Newport has definitely written them in the past. So yeah, those are the three principles in a nutshell. So I think it's best to approach slow productivity in a way that okay, your slow periods, you're in one when you feel, okay, I need to take a step back. Don't feel bad that you have to take a step back, right? You have to naturally go with your flow. And yeah, sometimes you have to push yourself a bit in order to accomplish what you need to accomplish. But realize that you cannot go 100% full steam all the time. And there are times when you will probably need to take a step back. Or maybe you have different priorities in your life that you need to focus on. And so therefore your energy is diverted into that priority. And that's fine because these other things, they're always going to be there for you. You can always come back to them. You have to do what's best for you when you're setting out on your learning, working, any type of journey that you're doing. And just on a little bit of a side note here, this slow productivity ties in very well with learning and reading and personal development because, well, productivity is a factor of learning. In fact, everything that you do in your life is part of your learning process. So this video or this channel is all about learning and books and recommendations and mental models. So take these tips from slow productivity as a way to learn better and to live a better life. Just as a personal example here, just so that maybe you, those of you who are out there who are similar to me, maybe can relate to it. Like, I've been working on a book for a while now. Sometimes I come into the book and I write quite a bit, and then there are other times that I have to take a step back because other things in my life take priority. For example, moving to America takes priority over writing a book, or searching for a remote job takes priority sometimes. These things take time. Of course, family is a priority as well. So like, just realize that sometimes you just have to put what you're working on, if it's not as important as other things. Not saying that it's not important, especially for me, like writing my book, that is very, very important. I hold it dearly, but there are times when I'm just like, you know what? I have to take care of this other thing. I have to get it done. Otherwise, like, I'll be in trouble in other parts of my life. So yeah, just taking this as an example. So do set your priorities and set your goals, know what you want to accomplish, and then go about accomplishing it in the best way that you can. And then of course, use those 3 principles from slow productivity. The do less things, like cut out the clutter basically, right? And work at your own pace, and also focus on quality. And one last benefit for you today for slow productivity. For me, this slow productivity allows me to be more creative. I'm always generating ideas. I'm always writing things down. And writing these things down and storing them in a place helps me to continually work towards what I want to accomplish. And it doesn't have to be fast, as long as I am working towards those goals. So slow productivity really does, I think, help with your creativity, as long as you're continually making progress and you're focusing on that quality. You're cutting out the things that don't matter, and you're going at your own pace. That way you can accomplish what you want to accomplish. And I guess let's call this the bonus of the video. Slow productivity can help you to strategize. Because if you are continually going and you're overwhelmed and you're overworked, you may not even have time to think about what you want to accomplish, how you want to go about accomplishing it. Strategizing, right? So this is key, is building in blocks of time into your schedule where you can like sit there with a piece of paper, a journal, or your computer, and just like write down your ideas, and or just have time to reflect, whatever it may be. Give yourself some time to plan. Right? Plan for what you want to do, rather than just like going out there and doing it without any idea, blindly. So I hope that some of these tips from my own personal experiences with slow productivity and some of the examples from the book itself really has inspired you and motivated you to take a look at the way that you are accomplishing what you're doing, the way that you're learning. Take a look at all the different aspects in your life, and I hope that some of these things you can actually apply or adapt in your own life. And I hope that maybe if the book piques your interest, that you are able to pick it up. I listened to it on Audible, and it was a great experience. It's read by Cal Newport himself, and he did a very good job of reading his own book, because he's got his own emotional inflections that he puts in there. It sounds a lot more natural than if some random person read it, even if they're a professional. Or you could pick up the physical book as well. I mean, you could buy it anywhere, Barnes & Noble or Amazon or whatever it may be, wherever you buy your books. So do check it out, and please do subscribe to the channel, share the video if you found it valuable, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, everyone. Take care.